Hello and welcome back to my ADHD adventures.
You fucked it up.
What do you mean I fucked it up? Was that not it?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
Is that not what I said?
You said hello and welcome back. You just say hello, everyone.
Okay.
You're not inclusive like me.
Stop eating your fucking Altoids and I'll do the goddamn intro.
They're addictive.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my ADHD adventures, where this episode, Adrian's going to be eating Altoids for some reason. Introduce yourself, Adrian. Yeah, so that's Adrian. Today's episode's gonna be a little bit of a different one, wouldn't you say?
I've been trapped here for 3 years.
You live here. This is the new studio. You live here, remember?
He locked me up in his basement.
No, you locked me in this basement. That's what happened last episode. You have dementia. Do we gotta do the whole thing again?
I can't remember my age or name.
Well, your name is Adrian. You're a host in this podcast. I'm not doxing how old you are. I don't remember if you said it before.
No.
You're 306 years old.
Let's go. All right, but no. Hello, everybody. Welcome. As Dylan said, this is ADHD Adventures, and he's...
I was just drinking. I have an addiction to water.
He has a drinking problem.
I do have a drinking problem. Good thing it's water, though. It'd be bad if it was anything else. Please tell me your crunching is getting picked up on the mic, or else this whole bit's gonna be stupid.
I think it is.
Good.
I don't know, though.
Hi, I'm the editor. The crunching was too quiet. I turned up the gain for you. I saved the bit. You're welcome.
Audio listeners, if you can't hear it, he's just crunching aggressively into the microphone, his Altoids that he has in his mouth.
Altoids are good, man.
They're old people mints, dude.
And I'm old.
You're like fucking early 20s.
I'm old.
Compared to like a 6-year-old, yeah, you're old.
Anyways, but Dylan's the host of this episode. He's gonna kind of talk, and I'm gonna add in.
Wow, alright. Thanks for throwing me under the bus, Adrian.
You're welcome, honey.
Don't call me that on the podcast, schnookums. Yeah, you wanna go? We're gonna fight fire with fire.
We're keeping that in.
I know we are. We're gonna keep this in too. No editing allowed in this episode. Editor Adrian was fired.
You can't fire someone who wasn't there to begin with. There is no editor, Adrian. Not anymore.
Stop crunching into the mic with no pop filter. God, I really am in charge. We've got nothing done already. It's been like 4 minutes. We've done nothing. Anyways, today's episode is kind of a review of the entirety of season 1. We're going to be looking back to the past of this podcast, and we're going to be talking about each episode individually in order from episode 1 to episode 10. And we're going to go into detail about what happened during each episode. I think, at least, that's what the plan was. We're going to talk about what we liked and what we didn't like. And Adrian's going to speak more than 3 words this episode, hopefully. The concept of a thought formed in his brain. He went to speak and just stopped.
I wish we had video for this, because listeners, what I just did was I looked up at the mic, opened my mouth, and looked back down.
So anyway, Skylanders.
That's what I was gonna say.
Fuck!
Da, 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 da. That's exactly what I was gonna say too, but then I was like, that's not a good bit.
It is a good bit. That's why we keep doing it.
It's not where it belongs yet.
No, it belongs there. So anyways.
Fossil fighters.
So anyways, episode 1. Dungeons,
and more dungeons!
Fuck, I can't read. So episode 1, Dungeons, Dragons, and Discussions. Weird episode name, by the way, but okay. I'm not gonna judge. You're the guy who writes the titles.
I told you.
Fucking beep all you want. You're not censoring my shit. Anytime I speak, just censor it. Why the fuck just that? Anyways, episode 1, Dungeons, Dragons, and Discussions, which was the first episode of the podcast. Why don't you start up on the D&D episode, seeing as this was originally your podcast that you started?
It's releasing in an hour and 20 minutes as of recording this right now on the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, for reference, we're still recording on like the 6th of January, and again, hi people from like mid to late March when this should be going up, if our math is correct.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons and Discussions. That episode was all about talking about our D&D campaigns, what got us into it, how we started it out, that kind of stuff. Mistakes where you've made.
I think we talked more so about your stuff in the first one.
In the first one, yes, we did. We talked a lot about, but it was also my stuff in your game.
Yeah.
We mentioned it at least, because we brought up Zagan.
Just anytime his name is mentioned, that's just the running gag. We have to use that.
No. We brought up.
Yeah, Zagan. Don't correct that. Just leave that in.
Delayed.
Oh God, the delay. Yeah, the podcast has definitely gotten a budget something. I don't know if it was an increase or a decrease. Quality is hopefully the same. Actually, it's probably gonna be worse because you're gonna have to cut out all the swear words because you should keep it down on swearing, and I've just been swearing.
Ha 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 ha. Fuck no.
But yeah, no. Dungeons, Dragons, and Discussions. That was the episode where we started talking about things where we began and where a lot of bits we kept calling back from came from.
That is true. I think if I had anything to be fixed about it is that we were very shy in that episode.
Oh yeah, no, I was quiet as shit in that episode because you had told me that the microphones were gonna like pick up all the audio, so I didn't want to like scream into the microphone. And now I'm definitely louder, I would hope.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you for that. That was like my gripe with like the first couple episodes in general.
I had the hardest time editing you because of how quiet you were in the first few episodes.
Yeah, no, that shit sucked. I was very quiet in the first couple episodes because I listened back to it when you put it on your blog page, your portfolio page, whatever it was. I listened to it there, and now it's going to be posted back up on YouTube. I'm not listening through it a like second or third time when it goes on YouTube, though, unfortunately.
And is there anything else you wish to add about the first episode, maybe that you had plans about or gripes with?
I mean, a lot of cut content happened to that episode, and I don't know if we have access to that footage anymore, because I don't know if you have access to any of the cut content from any of the episodes.
I do.
Really?
I have all the episodes still on a not flash drive, SD card.
Would you want to eventually, like, bring a supercut of the cut content, like, at any point and just publish that?
It honestly depends.
Like as a blooper reel or like a...
Some things I probably would. Other things I'd probably still leave cut out.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's more so, I think what I would do is, we discussed this in episode 10, I think, where we wanted to do like a Patreon or something for like fully uncut, unedited episodes. And I've been thinking a lot lately. I don't think I'd do that per se. I think I'd more so take sections that were excluded from it because we did cut out a lot and we never got back to it.
Yeah.
Like in Foss Fighters stuff was cut out. We had stuff cut out from Skylanders, stuff cut out from Inscription. Mainly the stuff that we talked about for a long time had a lot of cut content, and I think I would include that content again because it was a lot of stuff that was just trimmed from the podcast.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, we had a couple episodes there in the original season 1 where we go like an hour per segment, and you had to trim about half the content out of each segment because you had to trim it down to about 50 minutes total.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what I had to do.
So there is probably an entire extra, probably not season, but at least a handful of episodes worth of content you cut over the entire course of season 1. So that would be interesting to release at some point.
It would be like a bonus episode, though, more so, I'd think, something.
Bonus episode or 2. I don't know if you can fit all that in one episode.
Yeah.
Given that we did cut at least an hour of content from somewhere.
The Fossil Fighters episode definitely had a lot of cut content from that.
Fossil Fighters. I've still not played the game.
I'll fix that eventually.
Please send help. Anyways, episode 2, video games.
This episode we talked about, particularly in episode 2, that was a lot of lesser video games at the first start. We talked about Sheepy: A Short Adventure. We talked a lot about Undertale, Deltarune. I remember we talked about that. We talked about Elden Ring Night Rain. We mentioned that broadly, which I've been playing a lot more of. Also, I've been playing Elden Ring finally, like the actual game.
Oh, really?
I love it. It's incredible.
Nice.
But that's for another episode. Video games part 4 coming out soon.
Let's go.
Especially because now we can actually talk about games that we weren't allowed to talk about on air before.
Oh. You really want to talk about that on the air?
Yes.
Should I even mention that, or we want to keep it a surprise?
Keep it a surprise.
All right. Audio listeners, he pulled up a game on a Steam page in his library.
A very, very confusing game.
It's a very confusing game.
But also very debating game.
I don't know if that's a whole episode, but that's definitely a segment.
Definitely a segment worth.
Maybe a segment worth,
probably
at least
an
a
episode,
sub-segment.
because I wouldn't want to talk about just the game. I'd want to talk about the situation with it and stuff too, with the developer.
Okay. If you wish.
Hey, listen, man.
I mean, you're free to talk about whatever you want.
We're going to burn this thing down. We're going to get canceled, or we're just going to live forever.
You either die the hero or you live long enough to become the villain.
Hell yeah. Both.
No, that physically can't work.
It will for me.
Legends never die.
But we also talked about
Did we mention Inscription on the first one, or did we save that for the
we
second
talked
one?
about that in the second segment.
Okay.
We talked about Inscription in the second segment. But
Was that the
first-
entire second segment?
Yes.
Okay.
But in the first segment, there was like a bunch of little games that we talked about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember one because
I probably mentioned Skylanders and you just breezed past it.
we did breeze past Skylanders.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Minecraft!
We talked about Minecraft. We talked about Five Nights at Freddy's. That's one we talked about.
Hell yeah. We could do an entire episode on FNAF.
We kill me.
What do you mean, kill you? Just talk about Dream Theory or something. All the controversial theories. It's fine. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Gay Theory. Do we both say gay? Oh, I love having ADHD. Let's fucking go.
Oh.
Oh. I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot.
I'll be back.
Bye, Eggman. If there was anything I'd say about episode 2, I would have liked to make the episodes longer.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure.
So much longer.
We cut a lot of stuff out of the Inscription segment. When we did the next video game segment, with the video game episode, I didn't really know going into that episode where we actually cut off and what parts we mentioned or not. So there may have been concepts we discussed that weren't covered in the actual episode that we brought up again. And like, there's no connect with that, which is weird, but it's fine. It was just a limitation of the time of the constraints in which we were doing the podcast.
Another thing I wanted to mention, because I did bring that up, is during this season, I think certain episodes just aren't going to have 2 segments. I think what I'm going to do for some episodes is it's just going to be a whole episode about one thing all the way through, no stops, nothing like that. Just full blast, one whole thing.
And then other episodes, we're going to have 2 segments.
Yes. Like this one, I feel like is going to be just a whole episode because we're just reviewing episodes. That's all we're doing. But that's really all I wish we had for that episode was just more time. Which is why we ended up doing the 3rd episode, Video Games Part 2!
Yes, the next episode in sequence, I don't remember if we shot it the same day we shot episode 2, but it was a continuation from that.
I think it was the same exact day.
Which is probably where the confusion came from, because I didn't know what we were going to keep and what we didn't, so we just went right for it with no idea of what all was going to get cut. So I think we did the first segment of that was Inscription again.
Yes.
So realistically, how we planned it better, we could have just done an entire episode on Inscription.
It was part of second segment too. Like it carried over.
We could have just done an entire episode on Inscription. We could possibly still do one now.
We could 100% do a whole episode on Inscription. But then that's where also the bit we love came from, I believe.
Is that where the actual, like, so anywhere Skylanders came from?
Well, yeah, it came from that too. But I think another bit came from there that you really enjoy.
Oh, God. What is this bit?
Long before time.
Roll the clip. Roll the whole clip.
Roll the clip.
Flashback.
There was neutral, earth,
Wind and fire.
wind, fire, and water.
Cue a song from Earth, Wind, and Fire, I guess. What?
Earth,
Boogie Wonderland
Water.
intensifies.
fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony.
Long before time had a name.
Long before time.
Ninjago. Just like the peanut butter baby.
Ninjago. What? Oh, yeah.
End of flashback.
Because you gotta like start it with like the Avatar stuff and then do the whole up to the peanut butter baby thing. Because like it's that whole bit that's the autism shit. Anyways, welcome back from the ad. Hope you enjoyed that.
I apologize to all my Russian audience.
Oh yeah, this episode's now blocked in Russia.
Yeah.
I know you discussed it in episode 1, but you want to give a quick recap on that? Just-
According to copyright laws and Avatar The Last Airbender, we are banned in Russia.
Yeah, so episode 3 is banned in Russia, which means that this episode will be banned in Russia. I love that we just know that going into this time around.
Yeah, we do. We do. There's so much more that was banned in Russia, too.
We have the ability to decide which episodes air in Russia.
Yes.
We have the power!
Episode 5 was also banned in Russia for some reason, and I don't even remember why.
Probably one of the music clips, because it is the music episodes.
Definitely. But
no, Redding caused it. Redding's banned in Russia. His voice can't be aired in Russia. That's what it was.
Episode 4 would be banned then.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, we also recorded 4 and 5 together. Anyways.
Skylanders.
Skylanders.
Are you
I fucking love that audio clip.
Episode 3 is also where I brought up the infamous Fossil Fighters Champions game.
Oh my god, we could do an episode on Fossil Fighters.
We already did, dude. We're definitely doing a campaign on Fossil Fighters.
I can't wait to fight a rap. Call back.
Man, I can't wait for you to meet Joe Wild West. Instead, it's Bo Eastman.
Don Boneyard. The Bone Brigade.
Donald Skellington. I loved that episode so much.
That one bit that we just referenced, that bit is my favorite bit of the entire first season.
It's literally just ADHD in general.
That's like ADHD in, I want to say, about a minute. That just shows you what we're capable of.
That just shows you what this is, yeah.
That's why I really want that to be like some kind of relation to like the Patreon thing. I want that clip to be included in like the content. Like you know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
You need to know what you're getting into.
You need to know what you're getting into.
I'm
gonna take your laugh. I'm gonna do it so it's just that exact laugh that you just did. So it's ha 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 ah.
Oh my god, no!
You won't, Adrian. But I will.
Anyways, I guess video game part 2, if I had to have a negative to that, it's that it introduced Fossil Fighters.
Asshole.
And then I proceeded to have to learn a whole lot more about Fossil Fighters, but in the end,
That
it's
was
okay.
the best segment.
It's okay. It's okay.
That was the best thing ever.
I know. If I had to choose the worst thing, I don't think there is really a bad thing about episode 3. I couldn't tell you. What about you?
Probably just the confusion on the inscription part of like what was concluded, what was not.
Yeah, because we probably went over shit that wasn't actually in either episode.
Also, I talked very little in the first segment of that, but that was also because I had personal stuff going on that I was way distracted by when recording that episode. So you kind of led the charge for that first segment.
No, that's fine. That was like early on in the season, so that was probably like my first actual chance to get into the host chair, even though I'm not in like the host chair because you have like the cooler chair right now. Shout out to the office layout, by the way, because Adrian's in like the cool boy chair and I'm in like some dinky office chair that like I don't know where you got it.
I gave Adrian that chair for free, Dylan. Don't diss on my old dinky office chair. It was either that or Adrian's broken keyboard stool. Your choice.
It's a functional chair. I mean, it's just not as cool as your office chair.
Yeah, it's some dinky office chair. Thanks, Lucy.
You're welcome, you ungrateful assholes.
Anyways.
I hate it and it's cracking under me, but it's okay.
Wow.
I love it.
Wow!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey! That's rude. That's very rude. How dare you assume I'm gonna crack a chair?
Anyways,
Skylanders!
we're doing it too much.
I
It's
know
gonna
we're
die
doing it
out.
too-
It's gonna die out.
It's gonna be dead by the time we get to episode 3, man.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Dragons.
Dragons have invaded David Busters!
Episode 4 was a little hint of reality in this podcast.
Reality.
Nostalgia. We talked about nostalgia, and it was the first one with a guest co-host, I guess. Redding was on the show with us.
Well, you say that, but at that point, I was still technically a guest host.
That is true.
We didn't solidify that, and I think I figured that out until episode 7.
6, I think.
It was... I'm not saying that, but it was either the 6th or the 7th episode where we solidified that I was the co-host. Yeah, I didn't want to say it I didn't want to say it like the other way. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, no, fair enough. Thank you. Please censor that when I say it.
It was either or episode.
It was one of those episodes. Yeah, but no, that was one of the 2 episodes we had an actual guest host. Because we've yet to have anyone else on the podcast, I believe. I don't know how you're going to possibly fit that given the space and everything, but I mean, best of luck to you. Anyways, but back to the nostalgia episode. We talked about COVID-19 in that episode.
But we also talked about past events like high school and stuff.
Which I think led into the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
Because we were in high school and COVID hit.
I feel like we could have made it a lot more fun.
We could have. I think it was one
That's
of the more...
my only negative.
It was like a very downhearted episode. It was like the most...
At least the second segment was.
Yeah.
It was the most down, like, grounded episode.
But, like, you kind of need those sometimes. Because
Oh,
we
yeah.
are high octane. You kind of need the occasional, like, breather episode where it's not like, anyways, fossils!
Bo Eastman is a hero!
Anyways, but yeah, Redding was an amazing co-host.
It was fun to have.
He was fun to have on the pod. We should bring him back.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
That would be interesting to bring him in.
I do wish we would have talked more about like, dumb little adventures we've had.
Well, you guys could have. I don't really have a lot of dumb adventures that I've been on unless it's with you guys. Yeah, unless it's with you guys.
along all the time.
You don't drag me anywhere. I'm the one who drives. You have to contact me and say, hey, come over here to get dragged around.
I summon you in and slip.
Yeah,
Cutting that
pretty
out.
much. No, keep it in.
No.
We're not editing this.
No.
The full unedited clip. Bounce on over to the Patreon.
Bounce on over to my
Flawless execution.
I thought you were going to say something.
Flawless dick?
Anyways.
I'm sorry, I'll stop for this episode, I swear. Until we get to the episode where it came up again. Until then, I'll be watching. Episode 5. Music.
Music.
I love doing podcasting. Woo! I'm completely sober, by the way, audience. This is just how I act when I'm sober.
I am too.
Oh, right, you're saving your alcohol for later.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm saving for later tonight.
Sorry, a little bit of backstory. Sorry to break the whole vibe here.
Do we really need to go into this right now?
No, we can. So we recorded episode 1 of season 2. Yeah, you're eating an Altoid. We're gonna talk about this. You now have Altoids. We're gonna talk about this. So we grabbed some lunch because Adrian was hungry, so we went and grabbed some lunch. And then on the way back, he was like, "Oh, let's stop at Walmart," because I was driving past a Walmart. So I was like, I was trying to just driving here so we can get back to your house faster. And he's like, no, let's go to Walmart. So we went to Walmart, despite the fact that I was trying to just get back like with 2 turns and then I'd be there. But no, he was like, let's go to Walmart. So we went to Walmart. And then we bought stuff at Walmart and he like beelined for the alcohol section first and foremost, might I say. And he picked up some little tiny alcohol thing that I don't understand what it is.
It's called a buzzball. They're really good.
Anyways, he has alcohol now.
Don't drink. Don't drink and drive. And also, don't drink if you're underage. We do not condone that here.
Oh yeah, I don't condone drinking in general. I've only drank
and don't drink in massive amounts either. Only drink if you can tolerate it.
I love how this is just a PSA about alcoholism. Let's go.
Well, yeah, it is, of course.
But
I don't want people thinking that, like, just because I drink, I'm like, yeah, everybody should drink.
No, I've only drank a handful of times since I turned 21. It's been almost a year coming up here sometime this year. I've only had, like, less than 5 alcohols. I don't know if I've gotten drunk off of any of those 5 alcohols. But anyways, speaking of 5, episode 5, music. Good segue, Dylan. Good segue. Pat myself on the back there. Do not. What are you doing? What are you doing? Audio listeners, he's picked up a guitar.
Episode 5. Music.
I guess that makes sense, yeah. No! I just clocked what chord that was. Audio listeners, if you recall last episode, he sung a song, and now he's picked up a musical instrument. He could do it again. He could sing that song again. I don't think he's going to. Are you just gonna play with that for now? Because like, that's probably gonna be horrible for recording purposes. That's probably gonna make editing a hassle.
I seduce woodland creatures, and I met a man called Tim. He fucked a squirrel last September. I can't do it. It's not even picking up the guitar, really.
Oh, thank God. I thought that was gonna be an editing nightmare.
Actually, the guitar was picked up pretty well. It's your voice, Adrian, that has trouble being picked up. I can't believe I'm saying this, but you're actually too quiet for once.
He did it again, audience. I don't know why, but he did it again. He said he was ashamed he did it the first time, and then he did it again. So you have to keep it in now.
This really is ADHD Adventures, isn't it?
This is an adventure, all right. Hey, Adrian, stop chewing Altoids into me.
Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
Oh,
What
God.
are you talking about? No. Get out of my ear. Adrian, you're in my ear. Stop chewing Altoids in my ear. Get out. Leave. Okay, audio listeners, he's actually leaving the studio, and now he's back. Hey, Adrian. A long time no see. Where you been, buddy?
I saw things.
Interesting.
Anyways.
Episode 5, music. We have not talked about it yet.
After 5 minutes.
It's been 300
Speaking of 5, episode 5.
Okay, you stole my segue, asshole. Speaking of the 5th number in the alphabet, 5! Anyways, episode 5 music. I don't even remember what music we talked about in episode 5. We just talked about music.
Music we liked mainly in the first segment, but the second segment we talked about experiences with music.
Yeah, I remember we talked about concerts briefly. I feel like we mentioned the fact that we've all made music.
We mentioned me and Redding mentioned a lot our school as well. Owens Community College is where we go. He graduated, so have you. I'm still there for one more semester. That was what the podcast was originally for, was Owens, but now it's our own thing as well, and we're continuing it.
Yippee! Yippee! Yippee!
Hooray!
Hooray!
You gotta find that clip now, man.
I hate you.
Hooray!
I hate you so much.
But yeah, no, we talked a lot about music, various artists. I learned, and if the audience doesn't know by now, that I am extremely uncultured when it comes to like actual music outside of 80s and nerdcore, because I don't know like
Despite
anything.
getting a 10 out of 10, apparently, that your music taste is great.
Yeah, no, I was just guessing random.
I got a 7 out of 10, you piece of shit. And Lucy got a 5 out of 10. Speaking of 5!
That's the new bit! Oh, we got anyways Skylanders and fucking speaking of 5.
Anyway, Skylanders 5!
I think this is worse brain rot than 6-7. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Oh god, this was a simple episode concept and we've devolved into madness. We gotta center ourselves, man. Lock the fuck in.
You know how many mic outputs this has? 4. Well, that's a 5.
God damn it.
Oh, my god. You two are literally just that one scene from SpongeBob.
Patrick,
What?
I thought of something funnier than 4.
Let me hear it.
5.
Anyways.
Oh yeah, speaking of 5, the episode 1 host posts at 5 p.m.
Does it
today.
really?
Episode 5.
Oh my god. Everything connects. Anyways, but yeah, what I didn't like about that episode is I learned how completely dumb I am when it comes to what?
I don't want to continue with that. I want to continue after you were like, everything connects, everything's dumb. But anyway, yeah, I like Bon Jovi.
Yeah, that connects all right. But no, if I had to say something I didn't like about episode 5, music, it would be that I was really out of my depth in that episode. I've heard music, sure, but half of the things you guys talked about, I don't know about. And again, that's clearly evident from the previous episode in this season and episode 5 again. Anyways, I think we've covered episode 5 by now, and if not,
It's
too
good enough.
bad.
How many times have we said 5?
I need you to put a counter. It's a YouTube video, so you can put a counter.
5 counter, just gonna go 1. It's not gonna go 5, it's gonna go 6. Because there's a 5.
It's the 6 counter because it's a 5 and it has to count that 5.
Yep.
It's just like the Cinema Sins thing where it's in the top corner every time we say 5's gotta add 1. Anyways, speaking of 6, episode 6, Dungeons, Dragons, and Discussions, part 2, Zombie Game Mike and the Other. I don't know if that was like in the title itself or if that's just the concepts we went over.
That's the concepts we went over.
Okay, so speaking
These
of-
aren't the title of the episodes, by the way, when I'm releasing them. These are just what we talked about.
So episode 6, Dungeons, Dragons, and Discussions, part 2. We talked a lot more about my stuff. We talked a lot more about the zombie game.
We also finally discussed Zagan. Speaking of 5.
I hate you so much.
Z A
That's not where I thought you were going. Okay.
G A. No.
Just every time we say 5, we play like a cut version of the because we say it so goddamn much.
What?
It's just it's a perfectly cut scream, but it's a perfectly cut 6. Anyways, second Dungeons and Dragons episode. We talked about the zombie game, otherwise known as Zombie Memoir. Love Mike.
Yeah. We talked about Mike a lot more. We talked about we did talk about Zombie Game in the first one as well.
Yeah, but it was like a brief mention. I don't think we got into any details about it.
We talked more about yours in the first segment, like because with Zagan and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then the second segment, we talked about mine, but more so the enemies of mine, I think, in the second segment.
Yeah.
Because we talked about Isaac and we talked about Locust.
Well, that's like the interesting stuff, I would say. I don't
yeah.
know if like describing the interpersonal relationships between like different party members and NPCs would be important, but discussing the villains and like setting those horrifying scenes that you did where they showed up out of the fucking blue and like did all this shit. Like, I loved your work with how you went through and made like an entire like audio drama type thing around finding Isaac under like the military base.
Oh,
Where you like
episode 5?
Yeah, well no, episode 6.
Or episode 6? Yeah.
Yeah, where you were like you built that up and like you made it feel like you like the listener was inside that kind of a situation.
I wanted to do that so bad for that one.
I really liked how you did that.
I would love to do that kind of stuff more with like even when if we do like campaigns later on, or if we just do like audiobook readings, you know, because one thing I want to do for the listeners, Ace Project, for example,
Ace Project
is a campaign that I've hosted before. It was my first ever campaign that I did with Dylan, and it's been remastered so many times. I would love to read the book on this podcast at some point.
Really? The whole thing?
Yes. Read like parts of the book and stuff and do that kind of audio work.
That would be interesting to see.
It would be awesome. It would be like, it wouldn't be like a podcast episode per se. It'd be more like bonus episode audio book thing, like
Yeah.
section 1.
You mean chapter 1?
Section, because
Yeah,
there's sections of that book.
because each game was a different section.
Yeah. And I only have the prologue and section 1 fully done. So
Fair enough.
that would be so fun to do, though, with like all the audio work, because I that's what I wanted to do with it in the first place. Because way back when, Simulate as well, even when it was just going to be an audiobook type thing, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this podcast style thing where it was audio focused. There was a narrator, but then there were all the separate voice actors of the characters and sound effects of what were going on. If the narrator was saying like they were walking through a damn cave, I'd add those cave sounds. I'd add the dripping of water, the wind gushing through, the ominous pad of sounds, the clatter of the rocks. I love that kind of audio work and stuff because it makes it real, especially if it has panning in it.
Hell yeah. There's no way in hell we could do an audiobook for any of my shit, because it's just all over the fucking
It's
walls.
so much.
It's so much. It's so what?
It's so fun to do with horror type stuff.
Yeah,
specifically though, because that you can send a chill so fast through someone's spine.
Yeah, maybe one of these days we could do another D&D episode where we talk about like my current campaign and like go in depth with that, because
I definitely want to talk about mine as well.
yeah,
'Cause we're actually doing real D&D now.
well, you are. I'm not hosting one of those technically, and when I get to it, I'm gonna need a lot of help trying to set it up, because again, I don't know if my laptop's capable of running it, and if it isn't, we're kind of SOL on that one. Well, that's yet to be determined. I haven't tested it yet.
Episode 6. Aside from that, again, just more time. And
More time
honestly, I want to do more. I wanted to do so much more of that audio work type stuff. I loved doing that so much. It was honestly probably my favorite thing to edit out of all the episodes.
Well, you did excellent work on it. I really enjoyed listening to it back when I was scrolling through your blog page, your little portfolio page, whatever the hell it is. I don't know.
I'm very glad.
I really liked that scene. It honestly freaked me out a bit again.
It made you feel the way you felt back then.
Maybe not specifically that way, but it gave me those vibes. It put me back in. It put me back in.
So, something about me, actually, listeners, since we're on that topic.
Yeah.
I have aphantasia. I learned this recently. I cannot do the whole thing where you like close your eyes and envision a spinning apple. I can't see anything. Can you do that? Like you close your eyes?
I can, yeah.
I can't do that. But
yeah,
what I can do, right, is when I'm describing a scene to you guys, I can hear the sounds of it. I can smell the air, and I can actually describe this now. For example, the battlefield of Valkyr.
Yeah.
Do you remember that in the campaign?
Very vaguely.
I don't know if you were there for the first half, but there was a part where they walked down an alleyway and they entered this large square, and they were just chucking bodies into this town square because they were giving up. It was being sieged, and it was like a bunch of dead bodies, and some people were still living and just laying in the pile because they've given up on life. I could smell the rot. I could hear the cries. I could hear the sound of the flames, like the crackle of the light, and the footprints of those soldiers. For you guys, it was just me describing it to you.
Yeah.
But for me, I could smell all that stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't part of that specific bit, but that is incredible. I don't know if I can do that.
It's I when it comes to any and also I guess it's really weird, my aphantasia thing, because I can't close my eyes and see it. But what I do is it's like a blueprint in my head. I don't know how to describe it, but if somebody tells me to picture what you look like or picture what my friends look like, I can see them clearly in my head, but not actually see them. It's like a render or a model. So I can draw them almost in my head, the act of drawing them out.
Yeah. I didn't think you'd bring that up on the pod, but yeah, that is an important new discovery about yourself.
Yeah, because I didn't know that for the longest time. I thought it was normal to close your eyes and just see nothing. But that's probably why it's so easy for me to do scenery work with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I usually do enjoy your scenery work. You do excellent work on that.
Moving on, unless there's more you have.
No, it was just that the timing was a bit rough with that one. We could have used more time on episode 6. But episode 7, Video Games Part 3.
We're back, baby! More fossil fighters. Tonzilla.
Zonga Zonga.
Zango Zango.
Ringo.
That exists.
Actually?
I don't know, man.
Great, okay.
Probably somewhere.
A whale with jello or whatever the hell you said the first time.
A hot spring filled with jelly.
That's a whole thing.
Yeah. Anyway, Skylanders.
Skylanders!
That's the one we finally talked about, Skylanders.
Yeah,
in.
you I remember the second segment, you baited me and you wanted to talk about Super Mario for some reason.
Yeah.
Mario! Skylanders!
Oh, man. No, we're actually talking about Skylanders.
Let's go! Yeah, that was a fun episode.
I don't have any gripes about that episode.
I don't have any
in the
gripes either.
slightest. Best episode ever.
Yeah, these last couple episodes, there's not gonna be a whole lot of gripes. Maybe with films, because I don't really remember films all that much. But the last handful episodes are pretty good in my book. That's when we really found our stride at that point. I say as the couple episodes here have been absolutely chaotic as hell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We found our stride, and then immediately upon season 2, we were like, let's just get off our medication and just go batshit.
Pretty much. Episode 8, though.
Films. I don't remember filming this one. I know
maybe because we never filmed it.
What do you mean we didn't film?
We
films?
recorded it.
Okay, well, I don't remember recording it. I know we had to.
In that episode, we talked about a lot of glitch productions.
Oh yeah, that's why I don't remember it, because that was the glitch episode, and we talked about glitch instead of actual films.
Pretty much. Yeah, we talked all about glitch first segment. Second segment, you talked about Back to the Future.
Yeah, I remember talking about Back
that's
to the
where
Future.
the anyways Skylanders bit came in.
Really?
Because that's where it came in after the fact we talked about
I see.
Skylanders. Because beforehand, it was always a joke, we're just never going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Then we talked about it. And then you were like, can I talk about Back to the Future now then? Or are we going to talk about other stuff? And I was like, yeah, you can talk. You started to talk, and I was like, anyways, Skylanders! And you were like, ah!
Oh, okay. Roll a clip. I want to hear it again.
Flashback.
I mean, I can talk about Back to the Future real quick before you can, unless you want to bring up your film. And cut me off. We have to do films too, so I can talk about Back to the Future. Or
Go ahead and talk about Back to the Future.
I will talk about Back to the Future. Thank you for letting me talk about Back to the Future.
So Skylanders. No.
End of flashback.
Anyways, speaking of, you got that little DeLorean there.
Yeah, from Walmart. Audio listeners, for those of you who don't know, because I don't think I've mentioned it once, I collect a lot of different various sizes of DeLorean for some reason. I don't remember how many I have at last count. I can actually check. I recently sent a photo to Lucy of my collection of DeLoreans, which is a normal thing that has happened more than once. I know it sounds weird, but that's just a normal thing that I've done. I think this makes 15.
Nice.
I'm not gonna go into all of them right now, because that's actual legitimate ADHD bullshit. So films! Episode 8 films! Any gripes with episode 8?
I wish we talked about more. Mainly.
I mean, it would have been interesting, but now that you reminded me what we actually talked about, that's about all I could really probably talk about. Also, I don't know if we mentioned it, but I think in episode 8, I brought up something about, was it in episode 8 where I brought up the whole, isn't Lackadaisy owned by Glitch, or was that just in a conversation?
Yes, that was the episode you brought it up, and it is now.
I think the day after we recorded it,
it was the day of recording, because we were mid-recording when that video released.
Yeah. So now it's a Glitch original. They're helping pay for it now. We didn't know about that at the time. I was just guessing shit because I didn't know what the hell was going on with Lackadaisy. So I was like, oh, maybe that's what it is.
Mid-recording that video release, so we didn't get to watch it until after recording.
Yeah, I called that shit by accident. Shout out to my deductive abilities, by the way. Never in a million years would I guess this is what we were doing, well, for episode 1, because you never told me what episode 1 was for this. I would not have guessed that we were doing quizzes and shit. Also, I didn't want to guess at all, because that would have taken the fun out of it. So I was completely thrown off. Episode 9 and 10, do we want to cover this individually? Because they're kind of like a package deal.
I think we can cover them together.
Episode 9 and 10, the D&D one-shot. Also set in the same universe as Adrian's current D&D campaign, and the one he's going to be starting tonight, Shout out to that group of people, including my boy Mormon.
Yeah, let's go Mormon.
We're never calling him by his actual name. He's always going to be Mormon. I do not care. It's the funniest thing.
Yes.
Everyone else can be their names unless they ask us to change it, but Mormon's Mormon.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you guys won't be able to hear this until like mid-late March, but I'm hoping you guys are prepared for tonight. This is gonna be fun. I don't know if they're ever gonna listen to this. I'm gonna be real with you.
Fair enough.
Send them the link. And actually, if you guys get this far in the video, specifically the people in this campaign were running tonight. Well, Adrian's running tonight. I'm just here.
Hi.
Yeah, hi, Adrian. If you get this far in this video, fellow members of the D&D party, comment down below on this YouTube video, Angus Garville. We'll know if you got this far in the video if you comment Angus Garville in the comments.
Yeah, just randomly comment Garville. All listeners, just comment Garville.
Yeah, any listener, not even just the D&D party, if you listened this far in the video, comment Garville.
Send the word Garville to 4.
Yeah, my social security number. Sorry, I think I needed to take my medication. Let me just No, but seriously.
If people do listen to this episode, comment down below more stuff that you want to actually see from us in podcast. We never want to run out of ideas.
I mean, I don't think it's possible to run out of ideas, but like, it would be nice to see what audience feedback is.
Yeah, that's true.
If you have feedback, please let us know. We didn't actually even talk about episode like 9 and 10. We just kind of like episode 9 and 10. Comment Garville!
But episode 9 and 10.
The D&D one shot. I really enjoyed that. It was shorter than I expected.
I wanted it to be longer.
I also would have loved for it to be longer. The fight felt like it took a while, but it didn't, in all reality. It was like barely the first segment, I think.
Fight was unfortunately easy because, again, you were only level 3. We could only really get to that, so.
Yeah. But I really liked being Oscar for the time that I was. And I really like the story about Oscar and Garville. I really like their connection.
Very beautiful story. Unfortunately, I cannot spoil it for other people.
No.
So we cannot discuss it yet until it's revealed. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. You'll have to wait
Or
until
you can
later.
go back and listen to it.
Stop opening your fucking Altoids. You, like, hid them under your fucking microphone to open
Or
them.
you can go back and listen to it.
Yeah, just go watch episode 9 and 10 again. Just go listen to the heartfelt story of Angus Garville and Oscar, and why are you looking at me with, like, fuck me eyes? What the hell?
Go listen to it.
Go listen to him munch on Altoids. Just chewing on that shit.
Whenever I'm handed a mint, I just gotta go.
Straight up chewing it, and by it, let's just say my Altoids.
He's in pain. Help.
I'm in pain. Thanks for asking.
Anyway.
Episode 9 and 10, the D&D one-shot. I really enjoyed what we did with that. My only gripe is that we could have maybe made the campaign a little bit longer. I did like getting a chance to reflect in the moment at the end, getting to go over everything we did, kind of like a very shorthand version of what we're doing right now with this episode.
Oh, yeah.
But it was nice to just be able to sit down and reflect at the end and just rest for a moment after the combat and everything after the campaign. And just after going through months of doing this podcast in the first place, just grinding through that. And now we're back doing it basically whenever we feel like, because we're posting an episode a week from season 1, which is why we keep saying this is going to come out mid-March, because that's the plan currently. So we don't really have to record until, like, we could probably wait until February or something to record again, but I would like to record before then.
I do enjoy recording a lot.
I do enjoy recording a lot, but if we ever wanted to cover anything like recent events, we wouldn't be able to.
That is true. We would need to, like, I do think we need to come up with more episode topics before we start to record again.
Yeah.
So we can do more than one episode and also not struggle coming up with ideas.
I would like to go into it having 2 episodes slated, because for this one, we kind of came in, we had one planned. I didn't know what was going on for it. I came in completely blind. I had sent you a couple of ideas, and you picked one while we were in, like, the restaurant parking lot. between breaks between episodes.
Yeah.
Today. So if we hadn't have chosen one in that parking lot, we just wouldn't be recording right now.
That is true.
And that's how life is sometimes. You just randomly, spur of the moment, think of a concept, and you just have an hour worth of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's an hour basically right now. Shout out to the hour-long community, the hour-long group. Hey, what's up?
I think that does bring this episode to a close, technically, because we talked about all the episodes.
That does cover the entirety of season 1, yeah.
I do hope that the future of this podcast is a lot more wild and off the rails.
Well, let's maybe try to keep it on the rails a bit more, because these couple episodes at the start of season 2 have been a little bit too wet and wild so far. I feel like I'm out of my depth, and I'm the one swimming in the pool. This is my pool. I feel like I'm drowning in the pool right now. And I'm sinking.
All good. It's okay.
This chair makes me sink. Let's go.
Bye to him. Sink to the floor.
An insect collection?
Hi, Kinger. All right. Thank you all for listening. And genuinely, we hope you enjoy this podcast. I know it can be a bit much at times.
It's a bit much for the hosts.
With how crazy it gets. But we still hope you can enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for taking time out of your day to have us scream in your ear for an hour.
Yeah.
We hope you come back next week for our next episode.
Yeah.
Episode 3. To be determined on our end, because this is January and it'll probably be April by the time that's coming out. So hopefully by then we pick an episode theme.
Until then, see you later.
Keep digging fossils.